This was one of the most triggering. Yes, I was triggered. This is one of the most triggering. Was I triggered or what? I was bothered. I was disappointed in it. I thought it was. I've been saying this word disgusting a lot. So I was looking for a different way to say it, but I was disgusted by this video, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why. I'm gonna show y'all exactly why. I already got it queued up. Take a look at this Kamala commercial. So, and I'm gonna hold my thoughts until the end, because these thoughts are going to play out not only in this video, but also in some of the other videos that we'll review throughout the show. But I want y'all to take a look at this. Take a look here.
Hear the professional take from you guys. Let's play the commercial.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose. You can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey.
Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. Vote Harris Walls. Vote Common Good is responsible for the contents of this ad.
Okay. If that commercial doesn't bother you, then I don't even know what to say. Maybe that if that commercial doesn't bother you, then maybe you're part of the reason why our culture of America is what it is today. This is another form of emasculation. It's another form of, and this is the thing, Kamala Harris wants to run on being a black woman, right? Okay, so if you want to run on being a black woman, what is the number one issue that black families or black communities face? The number one issue, in my opinion, it's not having a leader as a father in the house. Not having a father in the house. Not having a leader that is respected enough to where women and the kids want to follow. So now you put out a ad, a commercial, that is pretty much telling a woman to go against her husband. To go against her husband, who we're supposed to rely on for leadership, for however your roles are in your family, that's what your roles are. But since when is it okay to either go behind your husband's back or go behind your wife's back? When is it okay to lie about who you're voting for? Now, you got to read between the lines with some of this. I don't even know if you have to read between the lines. Some people would say, well, who said that? When the guy said that, did you do the right thing? How do you know what he meant by doing the right thing? Well, look at the first part of the commercial. Why else would they have to say? And they start off the commercial saying, this is the only place where you still have the right to choose, or something like that. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, could you imagine trying to convince families, hey, forget what you and your husband agreed on. Forget what your husband, thought. Just vote for me. Vote for Kamala. This is the type of person that a lot of people are voting for. This is the emasculation that shows up in so many different areas where black men and like we've talked about this plenty of times before. The issues that we used to just call black issues, as far as fatherlessness and fathers not being in the household, and a lot of kids growing up in single parent households, and not enough men being capable leaders to where women want to follow them, and the men that are capable leaders, the women still push back on following them. This is the problem that we're seeing to spread throughout America. And this is what she just created a commercial ad off of. She wants your vote by any means necessary, even if it means lying to your significant other, your partner, right? We're partners, right? So since when is it okay to lie to your partner, right? Don't y'all embrace that partner word? So when is it okay to vote for your partner? I'm going to give you an example. I had a conversation with somebody close to me. Somebody close to me who, in my family, I'm not going to say who, but it was a woman, and she was telling me about, who she's voting for, or she was kind of questioning it. And even though she was getting ready to make a decision to who to vote for, somebody that I wasn't going to vote for, like I said, if the votes today, I'm planning on voting for Trump. Like I'm going on Monday to Florida to vote for Trump, unless something comes up. So I want to be very clear on that while explaining this story. She was telling me that she was not voting for Trump. She was telling me that she was going to vote for either independent or Kamala. And I told her, I said, you should vote. You should vote with your husband. You should talk to your husband at the very least. You, and even if you guys want to agree on the fact and say, hey, you vote independent and you vote Kamala because we want to be able to support, but whatever you decide on, it should be a decision made with your partner, right? Isn't that what partners do? And Kamala Harris is saying, forget that partner, forget your marriage, forget all these things are breaking up families. We know how politics are causing significant issues in relationships, whether it's husbands and wives, boyfriends and girlfriends, whether it's just family members, cousins, friends. We know how this is impacting people, and she puts out that type of commercial. How can you respect somebody like that? How can you respect a campaign like that? Let me read some comments. Skeeg, shout out to my brother Skeeg in the building. And uncompetitive, I saw you said a lot of men vote late, so it may impact it. It may impact it. I guess I'm one of the ones voting late. Uncompetitive wrote, however, I would advise people to vote early, even on the day of the election, because there could be so many people wanting to vote that the queues could be so long. You don't get to vote. Yeah, I'm going down there a day early. I'm going down a day early. Mersh wrote, looks like a Dave Chappelle skit. Uncompetitive wrote, I think that ad is the least egregious thing they have done. You are all free to secretly vote for who you want and pretend to vote and spoil your ballot. I have to ask you, Uncompetitive, did you grow up in a single parent household? I want to ask you if you're black. And I want to just ask you because I think perspectives matter when it comes to this conversation. I think that hands down, any black man watching that video would feel some type of way. And if you don't, I'm questioning things. Just based on what has happened with the Democratic Party incentivizing black women. This has been something that's been going on for over 70 years. With Democrats emasculating black men and using black women as their pawns. This has been something that has been going on for a very long time. So when we see something like this, it impacts us in a different way, because when you take the father out of the household, it may not mean the same thing for different cultures, but I'll tell you what it means for black communities. It means that son is more likely to get locked up, that daughter is more likely to have a baby early. Both are less likely to be successful, however you deem success. So there's a lot of things that plays into. So perspectives may matter when it comes to that. So Mark wrote, blacks were well on the way to outdoing decadent whites. They had decent whites. I'm not sure if decadent whites. They had family, church, community, and the war on poverty took that from them. No men in the house in order for women to get welfare. Mark, this is what I'm talking about. This is the Lyndon B. Johnson approach, social programs. When he said that he'll give this to us and he'll have the black vote for 200 years. These are the real military mind games that they play. These are the real military mind games. And Uncompetitive wrote, no, I'm white. And I had to ask that, okay. And you said I had two parents, but they didn't discuss politics. So that's why I'm saying it. If you understand from the black community, that has single-handedly led to the destruction of the black family. Black men not being in the household. Because when the black man is not in the household to provide and protect, what does that do? It opens the family up to have, when a black man's not in the household, the child's more likely to get sexually abused. All these different things occur. It creates a terrible culture within that family, and it leads to a lot of problems that we suffer from, whether it's kids going elsewhere for father figures, joining gangs, feeling the need to be a part of something because they don't have that family structure. So now they're outside doing dumb stuff, trying to prove themselves. All of these different things matter. When a little girl doesn't grow up with a father to protect her in the household, she's more likely to be doing whatever sexually. It's a significant problem. VT wrote, Biden is telling the truth. If you vote for Trump, you will get locked up. Shout out to VT. It's always a two-letter name. At first it was like MW, then it was MT or something. Yeah, shout out to VT. We need you here. Please don't go. Please don't go. Uncompetitive wrote, women's suffrage is worthless without women having a secret vote, independent of their husband's oversight. Women's suffrage is worthless without women having a secret vote, independent of their husband's oversight. I'm not sure that I understand that. Women's suffrage is worthless without women having a secret vote. Break that down a little bit for me. I'm not sure that I'm understanding it. Maybe my brain's moving a little bit delayed. Brenna wrote, yo, homie, you stream pretty cool, and I would love to be a friend of you and fan. If you don't mind, kindly add me up on Discord. Yeah, we could be friends. Stop playing. I don't have Discord though. VT said Harris will win. VT, we need you here. Make sure you stay in the building. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next video. Matter of fact, let's I'm gonna let, since Jason Whitlock, he showed us the video, I'm gonna let him see what their was.
Anthony, is that commercial biblically sound?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't expect anything from a party or a platform that attempts to redefine what man and woman is, redefine what marriage is. So if they're going to redefine that, then they're also going to redefine how you should function in marriage. So that if that means lying to your spouse about whatever you do, including voting, that's obviously what it is. And all of that goes antithetical to what the word says about it. It reminds me of, in Exodus chapter 30, we talked about it in our prayer call, how God says, I'm sitting before you now, life and death.
Hold on, I got to address what Uncompetitive just wrote. So Uncompetitive wrote, women didn't used to have the right to vote. They got the right to vote, the same secret vote as men. If their husbands know how they vote, they may as well give the ballot to their husband. This is what's so uncompetitive. All right, so a few different things here. For one, I said that you should talk with your partner, right? And do something and agree on things with your partner. There should be no secret vote within a relationship, within a marriage. If you're holding secrets about who you're voting for, what other secrets are you holding? Like, you're supposed to be a team. What type of team have you been on where people are not honest and real and genuine and have ulterior motives where that works? Like, I don't understand. And then from this perspective, if you want your man to be the leader, because let me talk from your example. If you want your man to be the leader, then there's going to be a lot of things that come with it's almost as if the leader, like if I have a leader on the team, they're going to accept the things that come with when the team doesn't do well, right? They're going to accept those things. So as a man, as the leader in the household, if something goes wrong with the family, you take all the blame. So with all that blame and all that responsibility and all that weight on the shoulders, if based on the situation that you're describing, then that man should maybe have more of an emphasis or more of an input on who they're voting for. That's just my opinion. If you're relying on that man, and I'm just saying there's different types of relationships. If you more have a partnership, then cool. But if you see your man as the leader of your family, which is what I'm hearing a lot of women say, I know there's a lot of women that want to, 50-50, partner, cool, all that stuff. To each their own. However you decide to do it, you do it. Cool. But in your example, if that man is that leader in the household, then why would a woman, let's flip it. Ladies, why do y'all even want to get with a guy that you wouldn't trust their leadership? Of course, you're going to have a certain level of input. Of course. But in any two people, when the two people disagree, one person has to be the breaking vote, right? So if I'm the leader and I'm the one that's going to accept the responsibility if things go wrong, then don't you think I should also have the responsibility of maybe having a little bit more when it comes to the decision of who we're going with? Like, damn, y'all want women to have y'all just want women to have everything. It's like you. This is crazy. Like, yes, team and teamwork. All right, BT, stay with me. You agree with me once. I don't know if you'll agree with me for the rest of the show, but I appreciate it. Uncompetitive wrote, all right, then vote for a candidate that will give men 5 ballots and women 1. Uncompetitive. Oh my God. I'm getting real white savior liberal vibes from you, Uncompetitive. That's what I'm getting. I'm just being honest. I just don't understand it, but to each their own, to each their own. However you set up your relationship, that's how you set up yours. Men don't die in childbirth. What? All right. So we see, fellas, ladies, this is the type of, we didn't get to that part yet, Uncompetitive. We're going to talk about abortion, so you'll have plenty of things to say about it. I know women's body, women's choice. You don't have a relationship. Okay. All right. We're going to keep going.
Choose life. Like, we do have the choice. The problem is the choices that we're making. So yeah, that commercial just turned me.
Virgil, this is, to me, all part of the slippery slope that, they have redefined marriage. Now, 2 men, 2 women can get married.
Yeah.
And so now we have a commercial saying, hey, guys, you're not actually one. Go ahead and lie to him. You have freedom here. There's no God in this voting booth. It's just you and the ballot. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, the ballot is God, right? You're one-on-one with the one who made you, right? And so you're bowing down to God, which is government.
You lost me. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Because I just got a lot to discuss. And not that I was trying to stop him from. I should have let him go, but we're moving on. We're moving on. Sorry, Virgil. We're gonna move on. All right, so. Let me keep playing, Virgil. Yeah, y'all got me feeling
bad. The government
bad.
is telling you how you should cast your vote. One of the things that I did, Jason, when I watched this clip that we got sent of this commercial, I wanted to identify where it was coming.
All right, here we go. All right, so the next video we got to go to. I think we have it. We should already have it pulled up. We're going to talk about Joe Rogan and Kamala Harris. Joe Rogan and Kamala Harris. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Should already have it queued up. Damn, uncompetitive? Like, yeah. That just, like, come on, man. Y'all just keep pandering to these women, giving them everything. It's like giving a kid everything. It's like you're spoiling them. You're setting them up for failure. Like, it's not reality. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.